Today in our reading, we're going to discuss sequencing. And I'm going to use the book Silly Sally for us to work with. Silly Sally went to town walking backwards all the time, upside down. And what I need you to do is really pay attention to the pictures. On the way, she met a pig, a silly pig. They danced a jig. Silly Sally went to town, dancing backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a dog, a silly dog. They played leapfrog. Silly Sally went to town, leaping backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a loon, a silly loon. They sang a tune. Silly Sally went to town, singing backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a sheep, a silly sheep. They fell asleep. Now look, they're all asleep on this picture. Now how did Silly Sally get to town, sleeping backwards, upside down? Along came Nettie Buttercup, walking forwards, right side up. He tickled the pig who danced a jig. He tickled the dog who played leapfrog. He tickled the loon who sang a tune. He tickled the sheep who fell asleep. He tickled Sally who woke right up. She tickled Nettie Buttercup. And that's how Silly Sally got to town, walking backwards, upside down. So what we're going to do now is, in order to sequence is when you put the story in order. So now we're going to use our little shapes, and we're going to put this story in order. Now let's think about this. We're going to go back through. I told you to think about the picture. So if we're thinking about it, what happened first? Silly Sally was walking to town, and she was walking upside down. What happened after that? Oh, she met the pig, and she danced a jig, and they were upside down going to town. Who did she meet after that? Absolutely right. She met the dog, and they played leapfrog on their way to town. So now we see them all three upside down going to town. And who do you think she met after that? Of course, she met the loon who sang that tune as they were walking upside down to town. Next, she met the sheep and fell asleep. Do you think you can fall asleep and walk upside down at the same time? I don't think I can. And now they're all asleep, still walking backwards, upside down. And this is absolutely, that goes next. And then what happened in the story? Oh, they met Nettie Buttercup. And he was walking right side up. And so they all got to town. But he tickled that pig who danced a jig. He played leapfrog with the dogs. He sang a tune with the loon. He tickled the sheep that fell asleep. He tickled Sally, and that woke her up. And then Sally tickled him back. And they all did this while they were going to town upside down. And that's how we're going to sequence the story. And our next activity, you get to do your own sequencing using this story. And it will be at your workstations, and you can get started on it immediately.